At approximately 4:25 this evening, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from a gentleman by the name of Marcus Larry. He lives at 3843 Lancaster Court in apartment 104. At the time that he called us, he reported that he had not seen his 3-year-old son for approximately an hour and believed that he had wandered out of the apartment complex. Within a few minutes, Pinellas County deputies got on scene and were able to locate, with Mr. Larry's help, some Ring doorbell camera footage that showed the victim walking out of the apartment and walking to the south in that apartment complex. Deputies immediately asked for canine support, flight support. We dispatched our helicopter, we dispatched our bloodhounds. We began searching the area. The apartment complex put out an alert in the complex looking for the young man. Within about a half hour, we had probably about 30 deputies on scene looking for this young man. Unfortunately, we did locate him nearby in a pond. He was deceased in the pond. Our dive team got on scene and began searching the pond and found him deceased in the pond. At this point, it's an open investigation, and I'll take any questions. I'll go through the names here in a second, but I'll take any questions.
How far was the pond from where, did you say it was a child or not, from where they live?
Yeah, it was pretty close. I'd say it was maybe 3 buildings over from the pond is where the child lived. So it looks like through Ring doorbell camera that he exited the location. We caught him on another Ring doorbell camera walking to the south and heading towards that pond. Our dive team got on scene. We began to focus on the pond and unfortunately located him in the pond. He is 3.
And how deep was the water? Was he found in?
So the water is about 7 feet deep. Our deputies, it was over their head, and they were searching by hand. They were doing a hand search of the pond. We weren't using any specialized equipment. We put some dive team members in. Our marine unit got on scene. We put some kayaks in and some small boats in, and we're checking the pond based upon the Ring doorbell footage that we had.
And how did you locate the child?
By hand searching. So the deputies were in the water and by searching by hand.
Are you calling this a drowning?
At this point, it appears to be a drowning. The medical examiner will do an investigation, but it does appear to be an unfortunate accident, and it does appear to be a drowning. The parents were both home at the time. There's a total of 5 people in the house. There's a mother and father, and then the 3 children. This is the youngest of the 3 children. Mom and Dad told us that they were watching TV. Mom and Dad are hearing impaired, and they did not hear. He was playing with his brother. They did not hear anything suspicious, and then realized he was gone.
Do we know if he voluntarily walked in or fell in or?
That we don't know. We don't have any footage of that. We don't know at this point. Yes, he is. It was reported to us that he is autistic and nonverbal.
There were a lot of neighbors who were out searching. Obviously, hard for everyone, the crews who were looking alongside you tonight. What do you have to say to them?
Well, we appreciate their help. Obviously, when we're looking for somebody, we have a lot of resources that we bring up here ourselves. But when people are out looking and they know the young man, it's a help to us. So we appreciate the help in situations like this. It's unfortunate. It's a tragic accident, and I wish I had better news tonight to share with you all. Anytime a child loses their life under circumstances like this, it's a terrible night for everybody up here, and I wish it was a different outcome. But we do appreciate the help.
The fact that it's an accident and there's no charges or anything else.
At this point, we don't believe there's going to be any criminal charges. It's under investigation. We have our Crimes Against Children unit here. They're just getting underway in their investigation. But at this point, it does appear to be a tragic accident.
Is there something that led you guys to go to the pond? I know in some cases, like children with autism, usually are attracted to water.
So a couple things led us to the pond. We had the Ring doorbell camera footage that took us in that direction. We had the parents' Ring doorbell showed kind of the direction he left. Then we located, through canvassing of the neighborhood, we located another Ring doorbell footage that was heading towards the pond, if you will. He was heading in that direction. And then we were using our bloodhounds. We have Pinellas County Sheriff's Office bloodhounds. They can track old scents, and the bloodhounds were tracking in that kind of general direction of the pond. So our efforts kind of focused quickly onto the pond. There's also a lot of wooded area up here. So we were kind of dividing resources, focusing in on the pond and then the wooded area. And then we had, again, by the time this was fully underway, we probably had about 50 Sheriff's Office personnel up here between K-9 flight, Marine deputies, and then just obviously patrol deputies checking. It was kind of an all hands on deck, if you will.
Did you say how long it took you guys to find him?
I don't have that exact time. It was probably about 3 hours total time. We had an hour time lapse to start with. From the time the parents last saw him till the time they called 911 was roughly an hour. and then we went from there.
What do you need parents to do to, help prevent things like this? Bodies of water everywhere, complexes like this. The community was out looking around and helping. What could be done? What more can be done to help prevent that?
I don't have an answer for that, and you bring up a good point about a lot of bodies of water. There's a lot of pools. I think this area is usually near the top in drownings, and I wish I had a better answer for it. It's just accidents happen. This appears to be a tragic accident. It's just, it's a nice Sunday afternoon, and the folks are watching TV like a lot of people are on a Sunday afternoon, and unfortunately he wandered out of the door and ended up in the pond. So I wish I could had an answer to it. I just would remind people to be hyper vigilant when they have little ones.
Ever say what accounted for that hour time lapse before calling 911?
They thought the boys were playing, which was not unusual. The two younger ones were playing. So again, an hour probably went by pretty quick the last time that they'd seen them. They were playing, and then they couldn't locate the younger one, and that's what prompted the call. They checked their residence, and then they called us because they couldn't find them.